Hey everybody, welcome back to this vlog or whatever this experiment is. I am your old friend Dr. Ryan, and today I wanted to shoot a vlog kind of talking about the way my brain works, or my mentality, or the way I process information and then execute it. Because I was at lunch the other day with my girlfriend, and we were having a conversation about what I want to do with Twitch and whatnot, and some ideas I had. Problem is, I was talking about my frustrations with it. How I have issues like carrying through with ideas and finishing ideas. So I was kind of breaking down the way I think about stuff, and we kind of hit on like this idea of how, and I'm not even in frame. How am I not in frame? Um, how I kind of do things mentally, and it made sense to me, but I don't know if it's gonna make sense to you. And I wanted to shoot this vlog because it might help somebody be like, hey, that's, maybe I should think of the way I think of things. So basically what we came up with is I process information like a quarterback does, and I execute plans and ideas as a quarterback would during a play. Now, what does that mean? It's kind of complicated. It's a weird analogy, but going back to when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a quarterback. I always wanted to be Joe Montana. I always wanted to be Troy Aikman. I always wanted to be John Elway. I wanted to lead a team to victory, to glory, whatever you want to call it, right? But the mindset and the preparation of a quarterback is kind of the way I've structured myself to work without even realizing it. So basically I don't even know how I'm going to explain this, and this is going to be like all over the place. So if you can follow it, cool. If not, I'm sorry, because even I don't know how to fully understand it, and I've been thinking about how to do it for a whole day now. So basically what I do is I have an idea, right? I know how to execute the idea through repetition and understanding, and then I have the information of what the potential result is, what the potential results could be, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, whatever. And that's the mentality. So as long as I have that idea, that play, so to speak, I'm comfortable. I know how to execute it. I know how to make changes on the fly. I can adapt, and then I can expect ABC or ABCD result, right? And I'm comfortable in that. The uncomfortability comes from when I don't have a play, or when I don't have a play that I've rehearsed over and over and over, where I've been through it, and I know the plan, I know the alternatives to that plan. So a good example of this, of the way I kind of process stuff, is like, take dinner. Like in my house, I do the majority of the cooking when I'm home, right? So I know dinner. It's dinner time, right? So I know dinner. Within dinner, then I have a dish plan, right? Say it's chicken with steamed vegetables and mashed potatoes, right? That's the play. It's seasoned chicken, mashed potatoes, and steamed vegetables. That's the play, right? If for some reason chicken and mashed potatoes or the steamed vegetables aren't available, I can check down during dinner to a mashed potato bowl by cutting up ham. Or I can check out of mashed potatoes into macaroni and cheese. Because I know the dietary requirements of all the kids. I know the spice requirements of the girlfriend. I know my personal taste, and I know how all these spices and flavors interact. Thus, I can guarantee a result of either everybody's going to eat it and there's going to be no leftovers. They're going to eat till they're full and there's going to be leftovers. Or nobody's going to eat it at all, right? And if nobody eats it at all, I get pissed off, because then that's a blown play, right? There was a mistake somewhere made in the process of making the food or getting the food made that, that nobody liked the flavors or something was off, right? So it's get the play, execute the play, get the result. Now, the way this comes into play in other areas like work, I'm a professional security officer, and I'm one of the best in my field, and I have been for a long time because I go to work, I know the site, I know everybody at the site, I know the flow of the site, and I know when emergencies happen or things out of the ordinary pop up. I know how to deal with it within the framework of my position, right? I know how to check down to a call off. I know how to check down to emergency services, right? Within that structure, I know by doing X, Y, and Z, I can anticipate these results. Now, the difficulty comes in where randomness comes in and I can't anticipate an outcome. And when a random event happens and I don't have a alternative or check down, I get paralyzed by indecision. Like, I get upset, I get angry, right? I'm like, why didn't this work? This should work. I've run this play. I know this set. I know all the parameters. I know all the checkdowns. I know all the players. This should work. Why the fuck isn't it working, right? That's what makes me angry. So when it comes to Twitch or YouTube and life in general, I'm so used to having a coach, so to speak, to tell me the play so that I can then execute it and then get my result. With Twitch, specifically, I don't have a coach. Like, I don't have that. I don't have the play call. Because with Twitch, I don't know. I haven't run it enough to know the results of what's going to happen, so my indecision kicks in. I don't know how to check down. So I'm left with this uncomfortable, well, is it funny enough? Is it good enough? Should I even try it kind of feeling, because I haven't been able to run the play and get the results that I know of, right? And I know that it's a football analogy and some of you don't even like sports ball or whatever, but it's the only thing that clicks with me on how this works. And I don't even know if I'm not explaining it really well, because I just sort of had this epiphany yesterday, and even I don't know if it's something that I fully don't know. But I'm shooting a vlog because it's a sort of a stream of consciousness to kind of process how I process information and then execute on that information, and then maybe someone who's watching this might be, oh, that makes a lot of sense to me, but I don't know, maybe not. But the thing is, we were talking about how I was frustrated and how I can't seem to debut new shows. Like, I've got all these ideas. Like, I want to do shows on YouTube and Twitch where I take TV shows or anime and then drop out the voiceover and do my own stuff. But I've never done it before. I've never even practiced it before, so I can't anticipate the result. So then I assume the bad, right? And then I don't do it, which then I don't make content. So there is an issue there. But you take the idea of RPGs, right? Tabletop RPGs, a la D&D, a la Shadowrun, a la Vampire, Werewolf, something like that. I'm extremely confident in doing that sort of format because I've got 20 some odd years of running tabletop games, and I've got hundreds of thousands of hours of running games where people have had a great time, where there's been highs and lows and laughs and fuck you, docs. So I know the play, I know the check down in that, to use the football analogy. I don't have to have a play caller in that arena because I know how to design a story. I know how to design NPCs. I know how to design characters that are interesting. I know how to design adventures that are fun and challenging, right? So, and for a long time I was told as a kid growing up, you're never going to make any money being creative. being a creative person, right? You need to stick your nose to the grindstone, get a regular job, bust your ass, work hard, get your paycheck, right? So when I go to work, I don't have the frustration of not being successful because I'm executing the plan and getting a paycheck. I'm making money at the end of the week, which is the paycheck, right? So I don't have the frustration and the indecision and the dissatisfaction because there's a result, there's growth, there's progress there. Where a creative idea is, I have an idea, I execute the idea, and the result doesn't go the way I want based off of what I think. Thus, I get frustrated and angry, and I don't want to do it anymore. So, ultimately, I need to figure out a way to where I can become comfortable with having results I don't anticipate, whether it's growth or progress, or in the case of Twitch, whether it's follows, subs, viewers, or bits, or donations, right? Those are all metrics of progress and growth, right? Those are all metrics of positive reinforcement. And I have to be comfortable with sometimes blowing a play, essentially. If I stream something and it doesn't go over well, and nobody follows, nobody subs, nobody drops bits, nobody donos, hell no, nobody even watches, I have to be comfortable and say, that was a bad game, or it wasn't a bad game, but that was a game where, you know, you didn't do as well as you thought you could, on to the next one, right? And I have to be able to call my own play. And I don't know how to do that yet, and I'm working on it because I've got all the weapons, I've got all the tools, I've got a great mic, I've got a good webcam, I've got good programs and overlays, and I've got good games, and I've got good content ideas, and I have to trust in those weapons for me to use them to deliver an interesting show to you, the viewer. But again, I have that quarterback mentality where what's the play, coach, right? So in essence, the play is, well, tonight we're doing Hades, right? Not tonight, but as an example, tonight the play is Hades. Now, Hades is the play. Now I need to execute by good gameplay and good commentary about the art and the music and not the allegories, but the aesthetics of the Greek mythology. I can make commentary on the relationship between Zeus and Poseidon and Hades and whatnot. But I have to rely on that to carry the idea. And like I said, if nobody shows up or no positive metric triggers, I have to be okay and say, okay, that's a loss. That's a bad game, or not. That's a bad game, but that was a blown play. Try to run it again. Do it again. It'll happen again. And I don't know. I don't know. There's just something where I don't know if this is exactly how it works, but this is the way it makes sense to me. Like, I get a play from the girlfriend. Hey, do dinner, right? Okay. I'll go in and I'll tear up dinner. I'll score a touchdown. I'll make the most succulent chicken, or I'll make the best seasoned steak you'll ever eat. And then I could drop it on a plate and be like, I'm the man, right? But then there are those times where nobody eats, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I guess the question now is understanding how I process and execute and expect results or growth or progress or gratification or whatever it is. I have to understand how to translate that into effective decision making and production of streams or content in a positive way where I can continue to produce and make good things and stay disciplined enough to follow through with the idea, whether it's a proven idea or a tested idea or not, and not let the potential of a blown play or a bad night or an unproven result because it's an untested thing to me, be the thing that slows me down or makes me not do it. Like in writing, like I know the scene I want to do, I know how to write the scene, I go to execute the scene, but then I read the scene and I didn't go right in my head and I throw it out. I need to stop the negative aspect of that somehow. I have to stop being handcuffed by play, execute, result, right? That's what's handcuffing me is I call the play, I execute the play, and then I anticipate these results. I have to stop anticipating the result in order to continue to make the play and execute on what I got. I have to trust that my plan, my execution are enough to carry me to a result. And I have to stop anticipating the result and think, well, if I make this, people are going to dig it, people are going to enjoy it, people are going to watch it, and I just need to make it, right? I need to trust that it's good. I need to trust that it's there. And the work and the repetition and the thought behind it is enough to carry it to a result, either positive or negative, and I need to stop anticipating the result. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of had an epiphany over lunch at how my brain works and how I can get stagnated and frustrated. But then that mentality also carries me to passing every milestone I've ever passed. So how do I harness the positive aspects of that thought process and mitigate and minimize the negative aspects? I don't know. It's just a thought I had. You guys feel free to let me know your thoughts. Give me your. Did this make any sense at all? Does anybody understand what I'm saying, or am I rambling into a camera like a madman because I'm trying to like self process, self catharsize, self examine myself in a way that helps me be a better version of me so that I can be a better version for you guys and my family. But anyway, I rambled long enough. I know how people hate super long videos on the internet, so I'm just going to say thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you like what you heard, please feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and do me a favor, go to that, where is it, right there, go to that Twitch link, hit me up. I'm on Twitch 4 nights a week. Streaming anything from RPGs to character design workshops to video games to podcasts. So I don't know, let me know what you guys thought. I appreciate it as always. This is kind of a long one and a rambling one, so I appreciate your patience. Talk to you later. Bye.